Hello, friends, and welcome to another Modern League. We're returning to Yawgmoth combo, my favorite deck in Modern. In the main deck here, there's no changes from the last time I played the deck, but I have made some alterations to the sideboard, taking out Void Mirror, Fatal Push, and Thoughtseize, and we're running 2 extra Endurance, Necromentia, Scavenging Ooze, and Collector Ouphe. The graveyard is an integral part of the game right now. We use the graveyard, they use the graveyard, everybody uses the graveyard. So endurance is really, really strong. And if we're able to just slam this onto the board turn 2, that can be pretty good. It also provides defense against mill. And then Necromentia, if the opponent's deck is really based around one card, like Living End or Crashing Footfalls, we can just take that card out of the deck, and then the opponent's strategy isn't going to function as well. We could take out like Arclight Phoenix, so many different cards that Necromentia could be very useful for. In a similar way, we're bringing in Scavenging Ooze, doubles up as graveyard removal and then also as life gain. And we're sticking with Outland Liberator for a little while. If we can get this thing to flip to the night side and start attacking with it, it's one of the best ways to deal with artifacts and enchantments. 2 land hand. We go Innkeeper into Messenger. We're on the draw. This is too slow. Yeah, keep this. Get rid of probably Urborg. Innkeeper's interesting here. Probably still just go with Wall of Roots turn 2. Bird of Paradise? Yeah, okay. This looks like it's going to be a hard matchup. If opponent is playing with counter spells, and they are. Other creatures in the removal deck put removal on. Very good point. Okay, looks like the opponent missed a land drop. It's good for us. I think we'll just play Strangleroot Geist. I guess we could play Innkeeper Geist. Kind of like Geist Bird. Oh, they got something here. Growth Spiral is the play. Not a huge fan of jamming Yawgmoth right into their counter magic here. Yeah, Growth Spiral with no land feels pretty good. Let's start with an attack, see what happens. And we might just throw down like Prosperous Innkeeper. So now the question is, do we throw Grist into their counter magic? Or just try and waste their turn? I guess like if they have counter magic, they could draw 2 cards, look for land. So we're just going to jam Grist. Keep them from drawing cards into lands. You want to kill the Innkeeper? That's fine. No, Bird. Sure. It does take us off Yawgmoth mana. So it looks like we're both not hitting our land drops. What do we get here? Another Strangleroot Geist. Yes, please. Hold on. Let's tap that a little bit better. Archmage Charm. Okay. Counter spells for days, chat. Oh, they found their 4th land. We find a 2nd Yawgmoth, but no way to cast either. Is this a Snapcaster Mage? It is. Unfortunate. Still, the removal isn't exactly ideal against our Undying creatures. They can Lightning Bolt the Strangleroot Geist? That's pretty good. Ugh. Wilderness Reclamation. Now they get to untap their lands? Gross. Shark Typhoon. Make a 2/2. Yeah, that kills one of our critters. Alright, kill a critter that's going to come back. That's fine by me. And we'll play another Young Wolf Pass. Losing that bird was kind of painful. Yeah. Unholy Heat killing our other Young Wolf. Untap their lands. Okay, so we do get enough mana for Yawgmoth here. A little bit late. Hopefully they don't have the counter magic. But we got 2 of them, so let's just jam. Archmage Charm, yep. No attacks here. Or maybe we're supposed to. They're at 3 life. So we get in for 1 damage here, and then Zombie is lethal. Another Memory Deluge. Bring in Outland Liberator. Maybe Scavenging Ooze. Veil of Summer for sure. Maybe Force of Vigor. There's a lot of maybes. Oh, there's the Messenger. What do we think? Do they have counter magic? Of course they have another counter spell. Come on. They have infinite counter spells. Is this another shark? Yep. They can start attacking in for 1. Although that could leave them dead to Geist. Oh, what is this nonsense? Memory Deluge flashback. Look at the top 7 cards, put 2 into hand. Yeah, exactly. Dig through time. Ignoble Hierarch. So we could play that attack with a 3, they block. Kind of feel like this game has gotten away from us. Another counterspell. And they're going to have another one of these next turn. Oh, they're just going to cast it now? By mana value, it means converted mana cost. So this is 1, this is 0, this is 4, this is 2. Yeah, you got it. Alright, we still have a potential win here if we can draw Geralf's Messenger and resolve it. But I think we might actually lose to the Wilderness Reclamation deck. Now they're at 1, so we can go get Dryad Arbor if they tap out. Oh, not even killing the Hierarch. They want that extra land. They have 6 cards in hand. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh no! A huge wasp came flying through your window. That's terrible news. Sorry to hear that. Let's go get Dryad Arbor and try and win the game. When they have 7 cards in hand and infinite mana. Last chance. They have anything. Okay, we lose. Oh, you managed to convince it to fly back out? Decent. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people that are a big fan of wasps. Alright, so how are we going to play this? We bring in Liberator, Veil of Summer. Do we want Force of Vigor? The Wasp Whisperer. I think we're going to get rid of some of our dorks. We're going to want to get rid of most of our evolutions. Could bring in Scavenging Ooze because it turns off Delirium. It turns off Snapcaster Mage. Actually, I don't think we need Hapatra. Yeah, I usually like to keep one evolution. We can usually try and sneak it through a counterspell. I do not know. They probably play Chalice. Would they even bother to bring it in for this matchup, though? Doesn't seem good. Single land hand with the one Hierarch. It's fine, we're going to draw land off the top. Stop it. Always had it. So if we play Geralf's Messenger, we're playing it straight into a counterspell. I'd almost even like play Endurance end of turn. End of their turn, so we just put a 3/4 into play with Flash, and then we can continue playing our turn from there. Decent. They went F6. Really looking for another land here. Oh, but they're casting a spell? Oh, this is Shark Typhoon. Okay. But we're going to be able to put a Geralf's Messenger down because of this. So lucky to draw those 2 lands in a row from a 1-land hand. Alright, there's Wilderness Reclamation. Hate that stupid card. Another Shark Typhoon. I guess we're going to play another Messenger. Take 6, go to 4, Messenger, go to 2. Did you play any Pioneer when Reclamation was slapping people around? That was a fun time. I did not. Or at least I don't really remember it. Wilderness Reclamation has never really impressed me as a card. Nice. Yeah, let's just attack in with our 3/4 Flash. Seems good. Dig Through Time, pretty impressive. Oh, they got to play Dig Through Time? That's ridiculous. Were they playing Treasure Cruise as well? No combo here, all beatdown, exactly. Telpurion Kedu, thanks for the follow, friend. Why play this ugly version where MTG Arena exists? Because you cannot play Modern on Arena. I do not want to play Standard. I do not want to draft. I want to play Modern and Pauper. Oh, take out Force of Vigor, add 2 more Endurance. That might have been the play. Obviously, we're going to keep this. We got Liberator, seems great. Although the mana is so awkward here. Cannot cast our Strangleroot Geist. Crashes more bugs, sucks your wallet. Oh, Arena. I thought you were talking about Moto. Get a Yawgmoth, we'll just play this tapped. Oh, they don't have counter magic here. That's pretty good. But they do have Mountain. So they're going to be able to Lightning Bolt our Liberator. Unfortunate. Looks like they might be missing a land drop here. And so are we. Cycle Shark Typhoon. You know how many flashback cards I've forgotten in my graveyard? Woof. More than one, I would expect. Wall of Roots. Let's play that. Gets a counterspell. Pass the turn. Our draws not quite as good this time as they were last time. And opponent is finding their manas. Land, 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 land. I think we lose this one, friends. Get a card we can cast, Young Wolf. And it hits the battlefield. Let's go. We're ready to rumble now. Oh, they just stole it. They're going to kill us with our own Young Wolf, chat. Some games you just draw lands and only lands. Some games you draw no lands at all. They make a 4/4 flyer, draw a card. And that's going to beat us down right quick. They're the beat down now, chat. There we go. Blooming Marsh. Play a messenger. Gets countered. Pass the turn. Need to get Grist down eventually to block this, or sorry, kill this shark. Shark is killing us. Snapcaster Mage. So yeah, that's going to Unholy Heat the Cutthroat. Oh, no, just Charm. Draw 2 cards. Take 6 here. Another Force of Vigor. Memory Deluge, looking for a counterspell for Grist. And they find it. Frustrating. Now at least we got a target for Force of Vigor now. And Bolt for the win. Do it. Oh, they're going to Endurance, so we don't get the wolf back. No way we can survive. They got too much pressure. Good games. This hand looks fine. Forest isn't ideal, because it's not going to cast the Geralf's Messengers. Fighting against the Orphan Guard Elementals. Chord of Calling is nice. Hollow Fountain tapped. You got a answer for Hierarch here. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Harbinger, yep. Set up the top card. Probably the 3-drop there. Yeah, Risen Reef. That makes a lot of sense. Hapatra. So we could play Hapatra, Young Wolf, and then if we can land Yawgmoth next turn, we're laughing. Of course, if they have Risen Reef Fury, we're crying. And we did unfortunately take the Void Mirrors out of the sideboard. But we can bring in, I guess we could bring in Necromentia against this deck and target Risen Reef. Alright, no Fury, no Fury. Nice, no Fury, and we got the land. Let's go, Yawgmoth. Aw, damn it! Who plays Subtlety? Top. Who plays Subtlety? Damn it. I guess we can attack with Hapatra. They got a block with Harbinger here. Yep. Should play Mummy and Chord for Yawgmoth. I don't know, like, I was not expecting Subtlety. I don't think you can blame me for not expecting Subtlety, and if Yawgmoth hit the battlefield, we basically won the game. Just wondering if I'm supposed to attack first. Don't think so. Just play Yawgmoth again. They need another Subtlety. Solitude in response. Okay. Solitude getting rid of Hapatra. Makes sense. Oh no, they have Ephemerate, chat. Worst case. Shoot. Elementals is worst case. Yeah, no kidding. Now they can rebound the Solitude, get rid of Yawgmoth. Feels bad. Got a lot of catching up to do now. Voice of Resurgence? That's a shocker. Ah, the mana is so awkward here. I'm gonna put down a Strangleroot Geist. Maybe we can block something. Now I'm feeling bad about getting that swamp instead of another Overgrown Tomb. Jop. 810. Thanks for the follow, friend. So we can Chord for 1. Not really worth it. Much rather Chord for a Yawgmoth later. Oh no. That's just going to get rid of both of my creatures. Ephemerate too strong. Think that's GG? I don't know, they still they don't have a lot of cards in hand. Getting rid of that Risen Reef was a big deal. I don't think we're going to be able to make it back from this, but we'll play a few more turns. Oh no, you have a Subtlety here? To the bottom with you. And yeah, we're going to call that here. Elemental is showing off Subtlety. Very cool. Alright, so we could bring in Necromentia to hit the Risen Reef. What else do we have for this matchup? Basically nothing, right? I want to get rid of some of my dorks, which just died of fury. Although that is a bit of tension with Necromentia. Hapatra's good. Cutthroat, Innkeeper. What about Reclamation Sage? We could have Rest in Peace. Might cite in Force of Negation. Veto. We think Veil is a good choice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Veil doesn't save any of our stuff from their evocations, right? One land hand. Urborg for Ignoble. Not gonna work. Alright. Keep this. Get rid of Grist and Necro. Guess we could get rid of Geist. What we lost to? We lost to Wilderness Reclamation, aka we drew only lands. Wow. Look at that hand. All Solitude. Just removal. That's it. Just only removal. And they have Soul Guide Lanterns, Furies, some Endurance, Teferi. Alright, Subtlety. Cool. Yeah, their hand is disgusting. Do not know how we beat that. Maybe Grist can beat it? I don't know. Probably not. They can just, like, exile our blockers, start attacking. Needed a land here. What's your opinion of Yawgmoth in the current meta? Well, I'm getting trounced right now. I do think Yawgmoth definitely has a place in the meta because Young Wolf is amazing versus Ragavan. Alright, Grist, do your thing. You're gonna Solitude my token? You got it. Ephemerate for no value? Yup. And no value on that Ephemerate either. Nice. That got rid of almost all the terrible things that they had in their hand. Got rid of double Ephemerate and Prismatic Ending. So I think they still have one Solitude in hand. Alright, so we could Eldritch Evolution the insect, but whatever we get, they could just Solitude. So I think we Chord of Calling, go get a Young Wolf after they try and Solitude this insect. We do still lose the Grist that way. But at least we can move towards Young Wolf, Geralf's Messenger, and get Yawgmoth. Alright, so these are both going at Grist. We'll let Grist go then. Don't like that they're gaining all this life. Wall of Roots. So we can play Wall of Roots, Geralf's Messenger this turn. That's pretty good. Maybe that was a terrible attack. Ah, whatever. They had another Ephemerate. That sucks. So they can untap their Solitude. Oh, they just go ahead and exile the Young Wolf instead of... I guess they get the Messenger on upkeep. Ugh, another Ephemerate. Oh, I see. They had gotten the Orphan Guard at some point I missed, and they used the Orphan Guard to bring the Solitude in, so they still had another Ephemerate. That's what's been going on. It's not looking good, chat. We'll just go get a Yawgmoth here. Block Solitude. And if we draw anything good, we can start going off. Soul Guide Lantern. Opponent does not want to lose to Yawgmoth combo. Oh, Rex Sage is a really nice draw. They're going to draw a card with it. Okay, we're going to draw a card. Get a Young Wolf, nice draw. Have we played a land this turn? I guess it doesn't really matter if we... actually... Could attack in with Yawgmoth, a Teferi, whatever they block with dies. Verdant Catacombs goes against Dryad Arbor. Voice of Resurgence is a pain. What do you get with this? Fury? Yeah. Innkeeper, huh? Hold on, cancel that. Let's tap this for mana first. Cutthroat. Eldritch Evolution, but we're 1 mana off. So I could kill the voice with Proliferate, and they're just left with a 1/1 token. And then I can attack in at Teferi. I can attack in with a Teferi anyways. Okay, I guess we pass here. Not really much else to do. But we can kill that voice at any time with Proliferate. Alright, here comes Stupid Fury. Nothing we can do about this. I think we draw a card here, put a counter on Fury, and then kill the voice and make the Fury a 1/1. Messenger's pretty good here. Could get Grist. I think we just get Yawgmoth again. Don't put down another Fury. Not good, chat. Hard fought, though. The Elementals deck is definitely not as scary when it has 0 Risen Reef, but once it got up to this high land count and was able to start slamming Furies and killing my Yawgmoths, and they got Ephemerate for their 1/1 Fury, bring it back as a 3/3, kill my Messenger. Alright, good games. Both teams fought hard. Starting with the O2 again. Yeah, keep this. Hoping this is Hammer Time. We have a good Hammer Time matchup. Polluted Delta? Definitely not Hammer Time. Young Wolf. I think we go Geist Hierarch, attack for 4. Alright, opponent, do you have any action? Action, Jackson! Considering you still had a shot in that game, also showcase how strong Yawgmoth himself can be. Oh, absolutely. Yawgmoth, I mean, is fully the reason we're playing this deck. It has the combo, obviously, but even if you're not comboing, you get Yawgmoth on the board, you're able to refill your hand. So you get those resources to continue playing the game. At least that's the idea. Okay, it looks like they're Death Shadow, and we just helped them out. So they get to play a 5/5 Shadow here. Good card, good card, good card. Oh, that is a good card. Metamon. Cheers. Excuse me. I went down the wrong pipe. Alright, well, good luck on the Magic you're playing today, Metamon. Wow. I'll do my best. Come at me, I am here! Kill me! Alright, so we attack all. They take 3, 4, 5, go to 1. They'll probably have some sort of response here, but if they're spending removal spells on our Undying creatures, it's not that bad. Should play fetch before to thin your deck, that's fair. Wasn't sure if I was going to need the mana here, or if I'd be able to hesitate and get Dryad Arbor out of this. Because the plan here is to get Dryad Arbor and be able to attack in with an extra 1/1 next turn. Alright, so opponent's thinking pretty hard about this combat, which makes sense. This is a very crux moment of this game, deciding how they're going to block. Oh, that is not what I expected, I'll tell you the truth. Okay. They go to 2. I guess we just killed ourselves if they have Temur Battle Rage. Because that's 24, and we can block 4. Sure. Dress down makes your Death Shadow 1 power and toughness larger. Again, that doesn't matter if you have your 1 card. Temur Battle Rage. I imagine Death Shadow still plays that, right? Thing in the Ice? Sure. Okay, so they're going to be able to transform that next turn? Oh, wow. That's a whole lot of stuff. But don't we just win on the attack? Like, guaranteed? I guess they could have a 0-cost card that would put the Geralf's Messenger back to my hand. But we would be able to recast it, right? Ah, the thing can block Geralf's Messenger. Thanks. But we got 4 attackers, so they're still going to need something. Yeah, Arbor should win. Oh, and a Grist? I think Grist is GG. We attack all. I don't see like any way for them to get through this. It looks like we just win twice with the Grist. Alright, so they have Thing in the Ice. Death Shadow. Not particularly impressed with too much here. I guess we got Veil of Summer. Well, I'm going to want to take out some number of Eldritch Evolutions. Alright, what do we got? Not a fan. Not a fan at all. This is a bad hand. We got all this green mana and 2 Geralf's Messengers. And this time we got a 1-land hand, and the 1 land is Twilight Mire. Okay, here's a hand we can keep. Alright, how are we going to keep this? We're going to want to keep the 2 lands. I'd like to keep Ignoble Hierarch as well. So I think we have to get rid of Strangleroot Geist. Oh no! Is this Thoughtseize? It is! Mulligan to 5, get Thought Seized. Taking away our mana dork. It's alright, we're just going to draw another one right off the top here. Oh, pretty close. I think I'm going to play Twilight Mire first. Yeah, I think we go for Geist this turn. There'd definitely be some value to not attacking there. I probably should have left the Strangleroot Geist back. I'm just too used to Strangleroot Geist has haste. You're supposed to attack with it. But this allows them to get down to the point where they could play a Death Shadow. Although I guess they would have been at 12 if I didn't attack, so they could have still played a Shadow. Yeah, not a big deal. It's fine. There's a Kroxa that's going to be sticking around. Wall of Roots. Not great. Hey there, Shauna. Depending on how this match goes, this might actually be the last of the stream. But we are up one game, so we can afford to lose this one. It's not looking good here. What happened in the first two matches? Lost a value-heavy game against Elementals, and I've been having real bad luck against Thran. What was the first game this league? Oh, it was Wilderness Reclamation, just draw lands. Another Kroxa. They're going to be able to bring that back next turn. Sucks. So we're going to take 6 plus 6 is 12. Go to 2. So if they have Lightning Bolt, we're dead. Oh, actually, we have the plant, so we get to prevent 6 damage. That's nice. And attack in for 2. Pass back to you. Yeah, we can block the Kroxa with a plant token. That's the plan. Oh, they have Terminate for Strangleroot Geist. Comes back. So we have lethal on the board. They attack with the one Kroxa, bring back the other. We block with plant. They block Strangleroot Geist with their Kroxa. They go to 2. We're going to need to draw something here. And with the mana we have available, it cannot be Geralf's Messenger. I think we need Eldritch Evolution. Looks like Kroxa. Keep the untapped legendary Elder Giant so they can block with it. Do us another 3 damage. And oh my god, we drew Eldritch Evolution! Okay, so we attack in. They take the damage from Geist, and then we sacrifice Geralf's Messenger, get another Geralf's Messenger. GG. What? Why didn't the Strangleroot Geist attack? It was red. That's bull. It was red. Fuck. Okay, well, I mean, what do? We Eldritch something into Geralf's Messenger, put them to 1. What do we keep here? Keep the Strangleroot Geist? Keep the Evo? Discard it to the Kroxa? So disappointed. That should have been a win. That is, like, it's one thing when I make a mistake and, you know, like, okay, that's my fault. But when the program screws up, that's unacceptable. So disappointing. We're going to end up losing this game. All right. No time to feel sorry for myself. Let's refocus, get back in this game, and win on game 3. Let's keep this. Baloth seems like it would be super good. I don't know why I'm not bringing it in. Tilted sideways, I guess. All right, refocus. Come on, pay attention. Play with what you got. Let's go. Another young wolf. Think we just go Strangleroot Geist attack? Friend of mine is so fed up with getting his wolves prismatic, he's gonna play Heroic Intervention. Awesome. Yeah, Prismatic is just one of the best cards out of Modern Horizons 2. Terminate. So they're going to have Delirium here with their Dragon Rage Channeler this turn. All they have to do is fetch. I guess they could leave it back as a 3/3 blocker if they wish. Although if we get a land, we can just kill it. And attack with a larger Geist. Okay. So yeah, here comes combat. We take 3. They could have what? What do they have? Bunch of removal spells? Do we get land? We do get land. Okay. So we can play Grist, kill Darcy. Could also just play Geralf's Messenger. Could also play Young Wolf Strangleroot Geist. Lots of options here. Dress down. Okay. So that means that we are not going to get the Undying trigger. So we'll sacrifice the Young Wolf here to get rid of the Darcy. All right, Polluted Delta. What's their next play? They got 6 cards in hand, so they've got action. Thoughtseize, sure. They go to 7. Get rid of probably our Messenger, I think. Yep. There's a Shadow. Ah, Unholy Heat killing the Grist. Unfortunate. Yawgmoth off the top? That could be good if we draw land next turn. Could attack here for 4. They take 2, go to 5. We get a bigger Geist. We get to keep all of our guys. We get a Young Wolf to block. I think attacking here is fine. Because we're dead to Temur Battle Rage regardless. They just don't play TBR? Okay. I didn't know if they would still keep one. But I guess Dress Down is just the better 2-drop now. Replaces itself. Makes your creature, you know, a 13/13. Doesn't matter what your life total is. And the interaction with Kroxa is so strong. Think I'm going to have to play this deck real soon. I want to play Jeskai Phoenix again as well, so maybe I'll do those pair of decks. I don't know. I think I kind of want to give Phoenix a minute. We get Chord of Calling. You're missing Stubborn Denial, eh? I haven't thought about Stubborn Denial in a while since I've been playing the Rakdos style Death Shadows for a while. Chord is interesting. We could Chord for a Messenger, make the next turn really good. If we attack all, they block this, take 3, go to 2. Yeah, I think we just pass. And Chord of Calling for Messenger. End of turn. Shadow is bad in Prismatic meta. Yeah, that's a really good point. Love that card so much. Prismatic Ending. Oh, that sucks. Now we're not going to be able to Chord of Calling for our creature. We can still Chord of Calling for another Geist, though. We let this one resolve, and then when they attack, we Chord of Calling for a Geist and block with the Geist that still has Undying? Or does this just say, like... Okay, so yeah, the Geist we get wouldn't have Undying anyway. So I guess we block with Young Wolf and then get a Geist. Yeah, I got there eventually, Shauna. Terminate on our 3/2. So we're just going to have this Strangleroot Geist left, and that's it. They have one card left in hand. What do we draw? Young Wolf. Okay. That's a blocker. So we can put them to 2, play Young Wolf, and then we die to removal. Maybe we just play Young Wolf pass. Well, I guess removal the Yawgmoth still comes back and blocks. Yeah, we're gonna make them have it. And this sets us up for lethal next turn. Either that or they'll have to... Oh man, they have the dress down? So they have 2 draws for a removal spell for Yawgmoth to win? Couldn't I have corded for Yawgmoth? You mean when I corded for Strangleroot Geist? Yeah, why would I want Yawgmoth over Strangleroot Geist? Strangleroot Geist is better. Put Lurrus to hand, play Lurrus? Gross. And they have Mistra's Bauble. Oh, we shouldn't even been playing this game. Should have already won the match. Alright, so Overgrown Tomb means we have Yawgmoth. So we can kill the Lurrus. But that gets rid of our Strangleroot Geist, and then we have to use Yawgmoth to block Shadow. We do get to draw 2 cards out of it. Attack first. Yeah, because they have to block, and then we get to keep our Geist. Yeah, that's way better. Yawgmoth, go! Alright, so... Play Blood Crypt tapped. That's a good sign. Pass back. Okay, no attacks even. Ignoble Hierarch. That is a draw. Target this, sacrifice this. Garden, okay. Target this, sacrifice Geist. Reclamation Sage. Turn you corded, think getting Grist to kill Shadow might have been the safer play. Yeah. Yeah. I think it would have been. I was thinking about Geralf's Messenger, but we could have got Grist, kill the Shadow, and we would have been in a good spot at that point. Put a counter on Geist, sacrifice Plant. Get Messenger. Oh, this is this lethal? I think we win unless they have Lightning Bolt. Actually, yeah, we just play Geralf's Messenger, then attack. And if they have Lightning Bolt, they have to send it at a creature, and then we win. So yeah, we just play this, and then attack, and we win. Whew. Damn it. That game should not have been as hard as it was. Not great, but we do have Chord of Calling for quite a bit on turn 3. I think I'm going to keep this. The all-powerful Daniel. Thanks for the follow, friend. What are favorable matchups for Yawgmoth? Hammer Time is one of our best matchups. If their combo is a little bit slower than ours, if they're a creature deck that doesn't kill until turn 4, although Elementals is a bit of a problem because they have so many ways to interact with us now. Thought seized. Oh, this is another Death Shadow deck. So we got the run back. Going for the Innkeeper here. And we get Hapatra. Alright, so we get to play Wall of Roots and Hapatra. Death Shadow is a very cool card, yes. The combo is Yawgmoth plus 2 Undying Creatures. Although there are some exceptions, for example, Hapatra is an honorary Undying Creature. And then you need another card depending on what your combo is or how much life total the opponent has. Okay. Cutthroat. So we can just go get Yawgmoth here and basically win the game. Alright, so we're going to do the Hapatra thing. Let's put a counter on Darcy, sacrifice. We get rid of Hierarch or Wall of Roots? I think we get rid of Hierarch. Okay, always yield to this. Target this, sacrifice Snake. How about that? Turn 3. Kill your board. Hapatra doing work. Alright, so we're playing against the same deck again. Death Shadow. Let's bring the Baloth in this time. They don't want to play anymore. I didn't kill you with my combo. You still get to draw. I wonder if Bakba has something for that. Probably. Well, if he does, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I found it. I was on Bakba's stream, Bakba Soup. I was checking out, he was doing the Diablo run, the new re-release of Diablo 2. And he had a system going where if he died, he was going to give out 100 gift subs to his channel. And he died one time. Alright, we still gotta make some choices here. Scavenging Ooze seems okay. Bring in Endurance. I want to take out some Eldritch Evolutions and some Dorks. Yeah, I got the Baloth this time, thanks. That was the first card I brought over. Guess we could bring in Veil of Summer. Yeah, our early interaction is definitely lacking. We need to get Grist or Yawgmoth down in order to interact, and the earliest we can do that is generally turn 3. Yeah, the Necromentia is something I got from Demonic Tutor. It's been so-so in the league. Hand is slow, but, I mean, it's a turn 4 win. And mulliganing against the Thoughtseize deck doesn't seem all that great. Oh, nice draw. Young Wolf. Yeah, exactly. Turn 2 Necro is what we're about. So you're able to use that to stop some of the faster combo decks, or if the opponent is just really focused on one card, like we were playing against the Charbelcher deck earlier today. So taking a Charbelcher out of their deck basically wins the game. Alright, we're going to play Overgrown Tomb here because I want triple black for Geralf's Messenger. But worst case, we can Eldritch Evolution next turn. I hope so anyway. People still play Belcher. I mean, this is the thing about the modern format is that people are going to have their pet decks and they'll play them until the end of time because I own the cards for this deck and I don't own the cards for anything else and I'm not spending $2,000 to buy a new deck. You know how it is. Oops, all spells. Belcher is very interesting to watch. I like how unique the modern decks are. Okay, they kill our Geist. That's unfortunate. Swamp. And drown and lock our wolf. Okay. So they managed to use their removal effectively because of Dress Down taking away Undying. Swamp. Nope. Unfortunate. There's the Shadow. There's another Shadow. Where's Maelstrom Pulse when you need it? Peatland. Actually, yeah. I should have thought about that. Maybe getting the Dryad Arbor there was the right move. We would have 6 mana now, which would be enough for Geralf's Messenger Eldritch Evolution. As is, we could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could Chord of Calling for a 3, so we could go get Grist, kill a Shadow. But then we have nothing to stop the other Shadow. Hey, PT Bench! Thanks for the raid, my friend. What were you playing? How did you do? We don't have Twilight Mire. If we had Twilight Mire, we could cycle some mana from Wall of Roots to black mana. Oh, no kidding. Oh, congratulations on the trophy. And thank you for the follow. Just trying to figure out what we're going to do here. Very awkward position, to be sure. Could go Yawgmoth, block one wall. I think we block one shadow with Wall of Roots and then Chord of Calling for 3. Go get Grist. Oh, because you can discard Emrakul with your cookbook, and then Goryo's Vengeance is back. Also stops auto losing to mill. Yup. Good point. Steam Vents untapped. Now they have 4/4 shadows. The Pirate John, thanks for the follow. Alright, so this is Dress Down. Nope, Drown in the Lock. Okay. So we're going to need to make some mana and Chord of Calling. I guess we could go get Endurance, which would save the Wall of Roots. Hey! Oh, okay. I saw that our opponent conceded from the game on my chat and game log, but that was because I hadn't scrolled down all the way. So I thought they gave us an early concession to the endurance, but that's just not the case. Got excited for a moment. My hopes were raised and then dashed. I think that you should have played that at another time. Like that seems really mistimed to me. You could have... Oh no, actually, okay, so when this came into play, it was already too late for them to use Dress Down. So I guess they could have dressed down in response to my Chord of Calling. That's probably what they should have done. Alright, we have to block. And get another land. So we haven't used Dryad Arbor yet. They should have, yeah, they should have baited me into not blocking and then just win, exactly. So we lose a life here. Let's see, how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could play Messenger, evolve Messenger into Grist, and then sack Messenger, get rid of Shadow. We still have Wall of Roots. Play Geralf's, evolve into Yawgmoth, and then we have Yawgmoth and Wall of Roots to block. They go to 5. Tricky. Kind of feel like it's Messenger into Grist and then kill one Shadow. We could even just make a an Insect instead, and that blocks the 2 Shadows with the Wall of Roots and the token, and we get to keep the Grist. Still died a single removal spell. But is Messenger into Yawgmoth that much better? Would I not still die to a single removal spell in that case as well? I guess if I kill one of their Shadows, they can still just kill Wall of Roots and kill me. I don't know that like we can play around removal spell. Could get Baloth. Gain 4 life, go to 6. We still just die to their creatures. Ah, Colligan's Command for the last 2 damage. GG. Good game. Oh, that would have been a decent one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Try and get a second insect. That way we could potentially win through a removal spell. Well, I'm with you on that one. The extra mana on that turn would have been Crux. Necromentia on Death Shadow? Actually, that's kind of cool. Kind of like that. Messenger will be a little bit hard to cast, but we should be able to go Geist into Grist. Because, yeah, I guess, like, if the deck loses Death Shadow, what do they have left? Darcy? Not if we want to play Geist. And, of course, we'll get punished for it. It is the way. Alright, so Geist is the play, so that's what they take. That makes sense. And we'll just draw Geist right off the top. Oh, Wall of Roots is fine. I think I actually play Swamp. Blood Crypt untapped. Death Shadow has a 1/1. And we can kill that with Grist. Ah, an Innkeeper. Get rid of that Shadow. And pass a turn. We've already used the Wall of Roots here, so we only have 1 mana left for Veil of Summer. Oh, they're going to kill the Grist. Ah, it was worth it to get rid of that Shadow, I say. Now, we're missing a black mana for Messenger, but Innkeeper can get it for us. We go green, green, and then we'll have all kinds of black. Oh, but they kill our Wall of Roots. Oh, crap, I hit the wrong button. Meant to hit 4, I hit 3 by mistake. Asserting dominance with the shock. Yeah, that's right. I need my life total low so I can steal your shadows. Play Veil of Summer here. And they counterspell. So they'll get one of these 2 cards. Which one do you want? Geist or Messenger? Okay, they're taking the Messenger. We get to keep the Geist. Hasty boy. And Dryad Arbor the draw. Yeah, that was a fair exchange for me. That's totally fine. The Dryad Arbor was not a good draw, but we'll take it. It is an attacking creature. Put Lurrus to hand. They have 2 unknowns, 1 unknown. But Lurrus is looking pretty good next turn. Let's see if we can get a Geist or a Messenger. We have the mana to cast it. Okay. So I think we go to combat first, then cast Geralf's Messenger after combat. Unholy Heat on the Geist, sure thing. Put you to 1. Alright, now we just need a sacrifice effect for the Messenger. Yawgmoth, Eldritch Evolution, Chord of Calling, Grist, another Geralf's Messenger, tons of hits. Tons of hits off the top. So yeah, they bring in Lurrus, they bring back Shadow, that's 2 blocks, they gain 3 life to 4, block here and here, go to 2, this is death. Oh, Chord of Calling? Easy game. Do we know what their last card in hand is? Probably not, right? I don't think it could be a counterspell though, right? We could just attack with Geralf's Messenger. They block with Lurrus, go to 4, take 2, and then we cast Chord of Calling. I guess like it's just the same to cast oh, the difference is the Lurrus could potentially die. So yeah, I think we attack with Geralf's Messenger and then Chord of Calling for Geralf's Messenger. Yeah, we can Chord for Yawg and kill them. I'm just wondering, like, how does that potentially go bad for us? I don't think it can. Like, they have 1 card in hand, 1 mana. They can't fetch. Yeah, they can't fetch. So, basically, we can do whatever we want, right? Because even if they had, like, an evoke thing, they would need another card. Okay. Sorry for slow rolling you, opponent. Like, honestly, we just go get Messenger here, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, Pact of Negation. Classic tank, 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 tank. Doesn't matter, we have the best thing. GG. Single land hand, but we got the Bird of Paradise on the play with the Young Wolf. How likely is our Bird of Paradise to live? Like, not very. This hand is so good, though, if we draw lands. It's too much of a risk. Alright, I think we just play Overgrown Tomb tapped, go. Spirebluff Canal. That's making me think of Phoenix. Next turn we can play Yawgmoth. Show foils. What's this? All right, so this is a awkward matchup, game one, but games two and three it improves quite a bit as we get 4 endurance plus a bunch of other cards. Khalni Garden. I guess we just play Yawgmoth here, which is unfortunate because it means we can't get Dryad Arbor. Could also went for Geralf's Messenger there. Woof. Putting all kinds of things into the graveyard. We're going to get a Wall of Roots back, and they're going to get Curator Mysteries, Architects of Will, and Street Wraith. Yup. Should have made mana with Wall of Roots, then I could have Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor here, get some more mana. Both of our lands coming into play is a bit of a hassle. What? Why is it giving me the choice? Architects is bugged? That's stupid. Oh, I can't undo here. They're playing Living End doesn't deserve to be fair. So Colony Garden is the same mana for Chord of Calling. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go get a 3. Oh, hey. Somehow I left my game for some packs? Thanks, Moto. Let's go back to the magic. I could get Rex Sage, kill their Architects of Will. But we got Swamps for Street Wraith. Opponent's going to kill us in quick order. And then we'll get to go to sideboard games where we're going to do much better. 4 Endurance coming in. Reclamation Sage traded for 2 cards. 2 for 1. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. So we could evolve Wall of Roots. Go get Grist. Kill Curator of Mysteries. If I get Yawgmoth, I just take 7, go to 2, and I'm basically dead. Yeah, I think I have to kill one of their creatures. Petty Theft on the plant token. Crushed. Think that's GG. Think that's the first time someone's been able to cancel my Grist minus. But usually I have many more creatures on the board, so being able to Brazen Borrower a token and cancel the Grist was really strong. I don't think you even bother going for the Grist this turn. I think you just attack me. Okay, and that looks like lethal, right? Just make sure they don't cast Living End. They don't. 9 damage coming in. GG. Alright, let's bring in all the graveyard cards. And I'm going to take a quick look at the Living End deck that I was playing so we can get a basic idea of what's in the sideboard for them. Fairy Macabre, Endurance, and Dampening Matrix. Gross. Alright, bring in 4 copies of Endurance. Bring in Necromentia. Bring in Scooze. Take out... Keep the Rex Sage in case we need an answer to some kind of artifact. They have subtlety. Good to know. Not too much we can do about that. Dio Ferreira, thanks for the follow, friend. Not the most exciting of hands here. Inked Vienna, thanks for the follow. Kind of leaning towards throwing this one back, try and get something better. Yeah, there we go. Turn 3 Necromentia on the play. Keep this. I think we get rid of probably Strangleroot Geist. Actually, kind of like 1, 2, 3, so I guess we have to get rid of Yawgmoth. Architects of Will. And they're still thinking. Alright. Attack all. And hope that we have a free turn to Necromentia them. Alright, they do have the land. No grief, no grief. Steam Vents tapped. Okay, I guess we just go for it, right? Might as well attack first. Curator of Mysteries. Do you have a counterspell? You don't. Okay, Living End. Oh, they do have Grief in hand, but they didn't use it. Nice. Alright, Violent Outburst, Subtlety, 2 Subtleties. Another Grief, Fairy Macabre, Pair of Endurance, Curator. Okay. I should have wrote down what they had in their hand. They had Grief, Street Wraith, Street Wraith. Does anyone else remember what else they had? I remember Grief, Street Wraith, Street Wraith. Okay, that gets rid of most everything I remember. We know they still have Street Wraith. You get nothing! The darkest grief of all. Okay. What do we get? Birds of Paradise. Not ideal. They're going to be able to just start casting their big creatures in a little bit. We're going to need to start casting something if we're going to be able to win this game. Need some spells, but I guess Verdant Catacombs can go get Dryad Arbor, so that plays. How has this deck list felt? I played something similar in my LGS, found it pretty sweet. This is my favorite deck in Modern. I just love the interaction so much. I think it's a great deck. All right, so we're gonna race. Breeding Pool tapped. Okay. No 4-drops coming down. No blocks. And go get Dryad Arbor. And a young wolf. Alright. They go to 5. What decks has it felt weakest against? We've been having a pretty hard time today, but generally I find control decks to be a very difficult matchup. Oh, Street Wraith coming down. Alright, that is... actually, we don't have swamps currently. And that only blocks one thing. So it blocks this, and we deal 3 so far. Let's draw a card, see if we can find some gas. Chord of Calling seems good. We just go get Yawgmoth. So let's see here. We attack with these, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We can go get a 1. We could tap the Dryad Arbor, get another Strangleroot Geist, and then they can only block 1 Geist, and we get in for 2, 3, 4, put them to 1. I think we just go get Yawgmoth. Alright, so we need 2 more. Ah, right. Fairy Macabre was one of their cards. I forgot. Okay. I had seen that previously, but I forgot about it. Okay. Opponent concedes to the Yawgmoth value. We're just going to get rid of the Street Wraith and punish them in the name of the moon. I don't think we make any changes after what we've seen. We'll just resubmit. Maybe we don't even need the Rec Sage, because we looked through their deck and they didn't have any artifacts. Bring in another Eldritch Evolution. One land hand with Ignoble Hierarch. This looks like a mull to me, especially on the draw. If we had like Necromentia in hand, I might risk it and try and hit the land to turn 2 Necromentia. Ah, way better. Keep this. Get rid of Yawgmoth. Tap land to start. No cycle turn 1. Draw Yawgmoth. Alright, good thing we got rid of one. Play the Young Wolf. So actually, interestingly enough, maybe I should not have played the Young Wolf here. Maybe I should have left the Young Wolf in hand for Endurance, then I could play Scavenging Ooze on turn 2. Okay, they're evoking the Grief, so they're going to be able to get rid of Endurance anyway. Probably play Yavimaya on the turn upcoming. Because I want to keep the Catacombs if I can for Dryad Arbor. Cycle Street Wraith. Find a land. We should just be 6th here. We don't have any play. Now that they've taken our Endurance. Hierarch. So we can play Hierarch if we please, or we can play Ooze. I kind of like playing Hierarch attack. And I think we need to play the Verdant Catacombs here. Alright, if they have what sits right now, I mean, it's not that great. They get Grief and Street Wraith back, so what? Necromentia. Oh, do we go for it? Or do we go for the Skoos? 12-hour stream. This is the final match, Doll of Cutie. We played a double league today. Definitely getting kind of tired, but always happy to be playing Yawgmoth. And I'm glad you're able to come around for the end here. So let's see here. We play Skoos. We have 2 mana, and we're able to get both their cards. Necromentia means they won't be able to Living End again for the rest of the game, and they'll just get these 2. I think we Necromentia. Yeah, Skoos just gets blown out by Outburst. The Necro one, it takes a card out of the opponent's deck. So we say Living End, and we take all the Living Ends out of the opponent's deck. So do we attack first? Because, yeah, if they have Outburst, they're going to be able to Outburst regardless. So it doesn't really matter if we attack or not. And this will kind of show us, like, okay, well, they probably don't have Violent Outburst. Let's play Necromentia. Yeah! Necromentia Scoop! And we got another 3-2 with Yawgmoth combo. Alright, so we were playing the Yawgmoth combo again today. The main deck, as we were saying before, is the same as the Yawgmoth combo decks that I've played previously. The only difference is we've made some changes in the sideboard. While for some matchups, they really didn't help. I found the 4 Endurance to be excellent. Get rid of the what were we playing before? Like Gaia's Blessing or something? Some anti-mill card. We're just playing all of the Endurance now. Endurance is just an incredible card. makes sense to just keep on, play as many of these as you can. They're just so good. And when you're able to, as early as turn 2, actually just cast Endurance without having to evoke it, very, very strong. I was also really impressed by the Necromentia in certain matchups. I'm going to have to be very careful, very picky about which matchups I bring it in for, but I think that it definitely has a lot of play. I mean, it absolutely destroyed the Living End matchup. Scavenging Ooze is an interesting one. Gains a little bit of life versus burn. It also has a lot of play versus the various graveyard strategies. It fights well against Delirium or Snapcaster Mage, so it's got a lot of range. Outland Liberator didn't really do anything this match, or sorry, this league. I think actually, like Liberator, we could probably take it out for just a better card. Not exactly sure what exactly, but yeah, I think there's better options than Liberator. Yeah, but all in all, I'm still very happy to be playing the Yawgmoth combo deck. We're having a little bit more difficulty with some of the matchups because Modern has powered up quite a bit, but we got some new cards along with everybody else, including Grist and Ignoble Hierarch and Endurance. So I think this deck still has the chops to compete in the format.